morning. It's September 7th, I think. So trying to get in and do an inspection today because last weekend when I did an inspection and I moved some stuff around, I caused a robbing frenzy in all 3 hives. Probably caused by me leaving hive 2 open for a while I was moving some things over here. And there was just honey, frames of honey sitting out. So anyway, all 3 hives got hit pretty hard. So I want to look and make sure we're still queen right. And I did end up a couple days after that going in and putting the feeders back in this hive and hive 1 because we're in a dearth and they need food, and moving honey into this hive didn't work. So anyway, I'm just going to see what's happening in here. I didn't bring food, sugar syrup out with me because I just don't want to start another problem today. But if I feel like they need it, maybe later this week I'll come out and give them something. I also have out here with me a new mite treatment. This is a brand new treatment. So there's probably the most popular mite treatment is called oxalic acid, and I haven't tried it because you have to have like a vaporizer to do it, or you have to dribble very exact amounts, and I just didn't want to go there. But now they've made it in strip form. So I did do a mite wash on hive 2 last week, and the numbers were not super high, but there were some mites. So I did move some frames from that hive into this hive, so I'll probably treat all 3 hives just because they're so close to each other. This is called Roxanne, and and it is safe to use with honey supers on, so I can use it on hive 2 also. And we're gonna have a nectar flow soon, so probably everyone will have some honey supers soon. But anyway, so I'm gonna try that today. And the other thing that's going to happen in here is I need to check on the pollen patty because, usually after about a week we end up with hive beetles in there. So yeah, there's some hive beetles on this, bees, get off of there. There's some hive beetles on this cloth, Swiffer cloth, and well, it does look like they ate. These guys don't really eat the pollen patty when I put it in. I do see some hive beetle larvae there, so. All right, so the good news is I still see a pretty good cluster of bees right here in this hive, even though they got robbed pretty badly. I would say the worst robbing was at hive 2. There are just piles and piles of dead bees in front of hive 2. But anyway, I'll be leaving these robbing screens on for a while, I think, just to, in case it happens again, I guess. But I don't know, last week this hive had ants in it. I did put some ant bait out. Man, I'm having smoker problems today. I knew I was going to. I jammed too much stuff in there. There we go. Scout bees. Well, we still had some flame in there, just need some more space. Alright, so take these out temporarily. And as always, I forgot my rack. I either forget to bring the rack or I just forget to take it out of the hive when I'm done using it, so I can't win. These guys are not being very nice. Okay. Of course, I would probably not be very nice either if I had been robbed a whole bunch of times. So here's a good example of what happens with robbing. So I put in this frame that was full of honey for this hive, and you can see it's all chewed out. All the wax cappings are chewed. That's what the robber bees did. All the cells are dry. This was all full of nectar. So, yeah. So they definitely got robbed pretty badly. Same thing here. This frame, same thing. It's all chewed up. So like I said, I did put a feeder in here for them. There's lots of dead bees at the bottom here. They're actually like bees that look like they were trying to come in through the screen at the bottom. When they rob, they don't know where the entrance is, so they have to try to use their smell. And of course they could smell where the honey was through the screen bottom board, but couldn't get in that way. So, yep, this one's all chewed out also. A little bit of brood here. That I believe it had some brood when I put it in here. Just double checking for my queen, but I don't think she would be there. All right, so those are the frames that I moved over, I think. So here's where we've got a cluster of bees. What's left of this hive, which it was about this much last time too. This is a completely empty frame though. I was a little concerned about the queen last time. I saw her, but I didn't really see eggs or larvae. This hive has been having robbing problems for a while now. So I might have to requeen this hive. I better do it soon because I'm pretty sure queens are not available after September. So I've got the queen here. This is our queen that we got paint in her eyes, which a lot of it has come off. She is right there. This is a full frame of brood, but I don't know if it was one that came from Hive 2. Probably should have marked them. I always think of what I should have done after the fact. Yeah, so I don't see any eggs or larvae. So I have a feeling this queen is not doing her job. Which it's hard to do your job when you've got robbing happening all the time. Yep, the rest of this hive is completely empty. Dried out, empty frames. Okay, a little shadier over here, it's not as hot. So Hive 1 probably looks the best of the 3 hives from the outside. I've seen a lot of orientation flights here. Over there you can see the towels I was using. I put wet towels all over all 3 hives when they were getting robbed. Anyway. We'll see what's going on in here, see how bad it is. I haven't gone into the bottom boxes of this hive or Hive 2 in a while, and I'm going to do that today because it needs to be done. All right, I'm looking for my queen here. This is probably our strongest hive at the moment. There's just dead bees. You could tell we're trying to get in weird places all over the place. Okay, so this hive has their beetle traps purplized to the lid, which is kind of funny. For the queen, there's a green dot on her, so she'll be easy to spot. This looks more like it should look when you open up a hive. Yeah, Hive 3 is definitely struggling. This hive is doing okay. So yeah, they've eaten almost all of the pollen patty, but there are a lot of hive beetle larvae here. I'm gonna try and smush those. Sorry guys. I can bring you some more pollen patty later. Okay. Yeah, there's beetle larvae here. I keep thinking, where are my beetle traps? But they're there. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Okay, this hive had the least hive beetles last time. But anyway. All right, let's see what's happening in here. I'll bring some sugar syrup out for them too, probably, unless I find resources in here, but I have a feeling they're going to be low on resources too. Okay, this actually feels like it has nectar in it. Yep. Okay. So they have nectar, got a nice frame of brood here with some larvae, and it's hard to see in the shade, and I'm not wearing my glasses, but that looks pretty good. There's the queen. Wait, she is a big one. I don't know if you can see her there with her green dot. Where'd she go? And at the bottom there. Stand in the sunlight here and look for eggs. Larva. No eggs, but you might be having a hard time finding a spot for them. There's so much nectar. Okay. Yep, lots of brood. Well, she's a good queen. Oh boy, yeah. Nice full frame of brood there. Yeah, so I think I am going to move that other frame of brood over near these so I can put the Varroa treatment near all the brood frames. Alright, so I think I'm going to do 2 strips. No, copper. 2 strips in the bottom box and 1 in the top box. No idea what to expect in this package, if it's going to be messy like the... No, it doesn't look messy. Okay. Okay. We'll have 3 strips. And then 1 in the top box. So, Hive 2, I'm actually a little concerned about right now because they were probably robbed the worst. I mean, the amount of dead bees here is ridiculous. But also, they don't seem as active lately as normal, so whew, I'm really getting hot. Well, this looks actually kind of good right now at the front, unless these are robbers, I don't know. Alright, so I want to have kind of a game plan here for I don't want to create a robbing frenzy again, so when I take the honey supers off, I'm going to cover them. Which is fine to do for a few minutes. So, I think what I'll do is set them in this lid and then put the towel over the top. Hopefully that will prevent bees like this one that's attacking my hood from coming in there. And then I'm also going to put this here, kind of block the entrance. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about these honey supers right now because pretty much every time I check, nothing's happened, and we haven't had a nectar flow, so I know there's still probably nothing happening. So, oh my gosh, hive beetles everywhere. Hive beetle, hive beetle, hive beetle. Ugh. All right. Yes. And then I'm gonna do this. Prevent robbing. It's in the shade and it's not gonna be on there for that long. All right. Let's see how this queen is doing. Hive 1 looked great. Let's see if Hive 2 can also be doing well. Like I said, I haven't seen as much activity. This over here is I'm hoping covering up the honey supers is gonna solve this problem here. Maybe this is because I covered the entrance there. But anyway, okay. This doesn't look very busy in here, which is not great. All right, so what have we got? Nectar. Nectar. So they filled that back up after because this is where I switched out frames. Nectar. All right, maybe the nectar flow has started because both of these hives have lots of nectar. No real surprises. I think I'll try to requeen Hive 3. And I'll probably bring some pollen patty out for Hive 1. Hive 3 needs sugar syrup. But no big surprises.